It is the Riot Podcast, Monday, July 11th. Good day, everybody.
Welcome back, Isaiah.
Welcome back.
Happy 7-Eleven.
Yay!
7-Eleven.
Oh, is it a Slurpee day or
Oh.
something?
It is a Slurpee day.
Yeah.
Wow, why didn't you let us know about that earlier?
It just didn't really seem that important. I mean, they're only 70 cents as is, so I think if you were really straining over that, you can get one for free today.
You guys
Hey,
really like
you know,
Slurpees?
we really need to cut back. I went through a while there where I forgot that I do like them, but I've stopped now.
What about you? Well, you get an icy every time we go to the movies.
Yeah, I do like ices for sure.
I'm not big on them.
You aren't?
No, I'm not a huge fan. Because usually you get, you drink all this stuff and then you get like a cup that's half full of just ice shavings.
Yeah, you
It
got to
doesn't have any flavor to it.
Really?
Yeah.
And so you're just drinking the juice.
Yeah, you drink all the juice and it goes away.
And then you just
Like
suck
all the
with
flavor
ice.
goes away, yeah.
I saw someone who takes icy and put it in their soda, so that way your soda's flavored. I
That's a
thought
good
that
idea.
actually is a really
That's a good idea.
So maybe that's a better. You just go 7-Eleven. You're like, hey, I heard there's a free drink today. Just take everything. Take all the drinks you can.
That's actually an excellent idea.
A soda
I
and an
really like
icy.
that.
Yeah, so today on the show, we kicked it off by talking about Hudson's weekend. And I knew that, I was out on Friday, so I had a pretty exciting weekend where I was camping and stuff, but I had no idea Hudson was going to have so much fun this weekend with that Popeye story.
Wow.
I think I
That was incredible.
In
was-
the sink?
And the sink, I know. Cold and everything.
one of my best weekends ever, actually.
Oh my gosh!
Just based off purely
I
off
just
of
want
that.
to tell you that I'm just concerned that are you doing too much?
I know. I was starting to think that too.
I need to cut back.
You do need
You
to
must be
cut back.
tired today from all that Popeyes from over the weekend.
I just want to make sure that you pace yourself and that you're just, making sure that you are important.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you just have to say no
See,
to those weekends.
but why would I say no to that?
I'm just teasing.
It was so, I think the best, you're acting like I should be tired. The best weekends are the ones that don't leave you tired at all.
The
Those are
chicken.
the
Leave
best
you
weekends.
refreshed. And that chicken left me feeling refreshed.
You're funny.
Refreshed and full, actually. So it was great.
Yeah, we also talked about a little relationship issue that a man had with his girlfriend at the time, maybe possibly still girlfriend, that was chewing on her own socks.
Oh.
I'm trying to run through, what would I do if that was my wife?
But you were already married or?
Yeah, well, I mean, yes, if I found out today that my wife has the same issue, she's been chewing on a sock,
You'd be
Ew.
much more sympathetic.
I would. I think I'd be pretty sympathetic in this case, too. It just is, what we talk about is the woman is chewing on a sock, and is hiding it. She's been hiding it this whole time from her boyfriend, which is, you can understand in a way. But then now that he knows about it, she still won't talk about it. That is what I just feel is the big issue.
Sometimes, though, if you have something so traumatic, like you don't want to open that door. And what if the sock is a door? And if you open it, you can never close. You can never put the sock back in.
No, you got to open that door.
Yeah.
It's stuffing a hole
If
and
you-
keeping the water from coming out.
If you want to continue this relationship with me and you're chewing on socks, we're going to have to talk about it and
then
figure
you're
it out.
never going to find anybody.
I'm never going to be able to find someone that
That doesn't chew on socks.
just doesn't chew on socks.
Actually, you just need to find someone who never wears them, and
Yeah,
then you'll
exactly.
never wonder.
Yeah.
I think there's more to that story.
Yeah.
Yeah, we also talked about how some of the airlines are still having some issues, and it's starting to make me worry because I'm getting ready to take a flight next Thursday. Yeah, and I'm supposed to leave at like 6 a.m., and I have to be there at noon, like where I'm going. And so at the same time, I'm starting to get worried with all these delays that I'm not going to take off on time.
See,
Well, I
for
think-
you, you've had a good track record, and I feel
So
like
far.
You're
your
due.
time is
Yeah.
coming.
Yes.
I think it's going to be a return trip.
You think on the way home?
What time is your return flight?
I believe I leave at like 8 or 9 a.m. to get back at like 2 p.m.
See, I'm
Yeah.
thinking because the 6 a.m., so many of these flight issues are where the pilots run out of time.
Yeah.
Like they're not allowed to fly anymore. But if you're one of the first flights of the day, that shouldn't be an issue, right?
You'd think.
There's hardly any flights overnight. It should be fine.
Yeah, I hope so. Fingers crossed.
We hope
Fingers
so
crossed,
too. Yeah.
Socks crossed. You're going to have a great time.
Yeah, I'm hoping so.
Well, enjoy the podcast today. As always, please make sure you say hi. Text us at 877-2-RADIO-U and put your name in that you're a podcast listener. And enjoy the podcast for today.
That'll do.
Bye.
See you guys.
Don't say we didn't warn you. This is the worst of the riot.
Good day and welcome to Monday. Happy New Week.
Yeah.
Happy New Week to you, Nikki.
To you too, Hudson.
Yeah. How was your weekend? All good?
It was good. There really wasn't too much to it, which sometimes is the nicest week of them all.
Yeah, that's when the weather's nice and you can just go outside or inside.
Well, no one said that.
You just make your own choices.
You could just stay inside.
The weather inside's always nice, but
that is more controlled. But yeah, hopefully everybody had a wonderful weekend.
I know from my weekend, I think the best part about it was that I got Popeyes, and I did that early in the weekend. That was Friday.
Yeah.
Friday afternoon. And then I had more Popeyes on like Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, leftovers.
It was leftover Popeyes, which is a surprise. You know, that means I ordered a lot of Popeyes.
It does.
But that was...
I forgot you like that so much.
Oh, there's a new one that's not too far from me. That's not exactly convenient, but it's also not too out of the way.
So how are you reheating that over the weekend?
Oh, I'm not reheating it.
Oh, you're just eating it cold?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Over the kitchen sink?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All right.
That's the way it's meant to be enjoyed.
Okay,
That's what Popeye had in mind.
Because sometimes, people would rather go back and forth because there's not an elegant way to reheat kind of fried chicken sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. It's
depending on the pieces.
That's why I contemplated reheating it. But then my urges got the best of me, and I was just like, you can't wait 20 minutes. You got to really get it to be good. You got to preheat the oven. The chicken is supposed to sit out and sit at room temperature
Oh, I
for
didn't
a
know
while.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's if you look online, that's what they tell you. The internet, and so that's what the internet tells you to do.
Like the internet online, like we know, we do.
Yeah, they tell you that you leave the chicken out. It has to sit at room temperature for 30 minutes, and then you cover it in foil and put it in the oven at some temperature for some amount of time, and then it'll be nice and crispy and whatever.
It brings it back.
Yeah, which obviously it is. I've tried it. It's definitely better than microwaving it.
Yeah,
then
but
it
at
just
that
gets
point,
soggy.
you're clocking in the same time to just go get some
Right, I
fresh
should just go
stuff.
buy fresh fried chicken. But you eat it cold, it's an entirely different chicken experience. It's like a different meal, but very good in its own way.
Wow,
So,
you've had a weekend, haven't you?
it didn't even taste like I was having the same exact thing I had the day before.
Oh, that is such a trick.
Yeah, so that was my exciting weekend. Cold Popeyes.
Well, even if you didn't have anything else going on, it seemed like you had a fulfilling weekend.
It made me happy.
That's good. That's all you need.
Talking of food, I've got a new food place that's going to make a lot of people very happy that we will talk about next.
Okay, something new for someone.
Yeah, something you could eat fresh or cold over the sink the next day. Either or.
I like how you keep mentioning it's over the sink. I'm just eating it right over
to catch
that.
the crumbs, of course.
Better than over the trash can.
No cleanup, no dishes. How could it get better? I really don't know how.
You really thought that through.
I did. It was a great choice.
It's the worst of the riot on Radio U.
Nikki, Isaiah,
Welcome back, Isaiah.
Howdy.
good morning.
Happy
Morning.
birthday week, Isaiah.
I know, we're counting down the days
He
now.
gets a whole birthday week.
A whole birthday
Some
week.
people do. So, like, Isaiah's birthday's on Thursday, but I know some people, like, celebrate and pick a place each day, like if you get a free something or other.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you could do the birthday week celebration.
Is he getting when is his anniversary?
For
When's
the
your
show?
anniversary? Yeah.
Oh,
Somewhere at the end of July.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it's still a little while.
I think it's like July, around like the,
So we
the end
can't
of the
lump
20s,
them
I think.
together. You get two celebrations.
I get two of them.
two individual.
Because
Lucky
last
you.
year I didn't get a birthday lunch or anything
started
because
right
I
after.
started
You
right
weren't here
after.
yet.
Because I started after my birthday. So this year I get my birthday lunch.
Did
And
your old place give you a birthday lunch?
I think I was in like the transition.
Oh, wait. Did they roll? Did they roll your birthday lunch and your goodbye lunch into one?
Yeah, it was like I was like out of like where I worked before, in between. It was just like a period where I didn't have a job.
A gap
Sure.
week.
Yeah, a gap,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about something else. All right.
Hey.
Let's move along. Well, there's plenty of birthday time for later in the week when we actually get close to
Just plan on Thursday, guys.
it. So are you guys ready to make history through her story?
Through her story?
Uh-huh. And by her, I mean Wonder Woman.
Oh, okay.
She's making history, and we can be a part of it.
What do we have to do?
Go to Six Flags in Valencia, California. Which Six Flags is that? Six Flags Magic Mountain,
Yeah.
where coming up this week, Wonder Woman's new roller coaster is opening up, Wonder Woman Flight of Courage.
Yeah.
It is the world's longest and tallest single rail roller coaster.
Great.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Are you want to go? You want to go take a trip?
I haven't been to Six Flags in forever, and I didn't remember they were still around.
Oh, Six Flags out in California is breaking records. The
That one,
Valencia option.
I think that's the one that stood as well. And I think, do they have like a DC thing? Because I thought they had like a Superman ride too.
That one, I went to that one a few times as a kid. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's still going strong or not.
Not sure.
There is still one in New Jersey. I do know that. But Six Flags Magic Mountain, they're opening up Wonder Woman Flight of Courage. That is going to be this weekend. And it is the longest and the tallest single rail roller coaster. But that is, see, they're fudging the numbers there a little bit. When they say longest and tallest and then specify single rail, it is not the tallest roller coaster ever.
Oh, that one's not a single one?
Most roller coasters have two rails, including one that is taller. That also, the reason I know there's a Six Flags in New Jersey is because it has,
the
the tallest double rail roller coaster, or the tallest roller coaster overall. But Isaiah, you're our thrill
Seeker?
head. Does this excite you?
Not so much. I've ridden roller coasters before. I've never been to Six Flags. I do like riding roller coasters, but that doesn't like. I mean, I'm
all
sure
the
it's cool. It's all the same. You don't know 350 feet from 400 feet from 300 feet. For me, every single one of them's scary. So it's all the
Here's
same
where
for
you're
me.
wrong, though.
Why?
You've never been on a roller coaster like this.
What's
First
the
of
difference?
all, well, one, it's the longest and tallest single rail roller coaster.
I've been on a roller coaster that's taller than this one, so at the end of the day, I've already ridden something that's scarier.
But-
this is probably cool.
Have
At
you
the same
ever been
time,
on
I
a
don't
roller
know.
coaster that exemplifies the superheroes, as in Wonder Woman's fight for truth and justice?
Listen, if they have to really build out the narrative, like storyline for the roller coaster, they're running out of stuff to do.
Listen, it's going to immerse you in Wonder Woman's story and how she got her powers.
Yeah, that means you're waiting in line a lot longer, so they put a couple of posters up along
That's
your
true.
walkway
Posters if you're lucky.
to show you the line, like the storyline of it. So actually, if you go to Six Flags Magic Mountain, this brings their total of coasters to 20. So that is the most of any theme park in the world.
That's impressive. Is that not that's a pretty big deal?
Listen. Okay, I don't even want to go to the movie theater. There's no way. I don't want to go to a theme park either. That's a lot of waiting.
Yeah,
It's
the
hot
lines are
out.
always pretty tough. Waiting in the
Yeah.
lines when it's this hot out, that's always the worst
And
part by
last time
far.
When
I
you're a
went to
celebrity
Disney-
like us, they just let you on. Though.
No, they let you in, but they don't let you on. And last time I was going to Disney, like that'll really kill a little party every time. you have to wait
Well,
so
those
long.
aren't the longest or tallest single rail coasters
They're
in the
not
world, though.
longest lines. But
You guys are
that's it.
so hard to impress.
Well, we're just.
I think it's
They've
cool.
never built a roller coaster like this in the world.
I think you're reading the press release.
So when are you going?
Yeah, when
I
you
don't know. I don't know if it's a bit long of a drive for me, so I don't know if that's in the cards anytime soon. But
does when
hey,
you-
if it was close by, if it was convenient, I'd
would
totally
go.
do it. Yeah,
It does look like a very impressive. When you see the length of it, just the whole entire roller coaster, it does look impressive.
I think it's more impressive when you hear this too, like because they just throw out the numbers of feet and stuff like that, and that means nothing to me because I don't know, anything over 20 feet seems high, but it is 13 stories high, is as high as it gets. That sounds really high. Like you wouldn't want to fall off of a 13-story building. That'd be extreme. So.
Oh, now we get to think about that. Thank
do
you.
you
That
mean?
would be pretty scary. I do
Thank
agree
you,
with you. I would be afraid.
Exactly, but you're buckled in.
You
and
forget that's an option.
Yeah. So I think it sounds like a good time.
Well,
it would freak me out actually.
Thanks for only speaking good things over it.
What? It's a 13 stories drop.
Thank you.
It's the only way you can do that safely.
yeah.
So I think I'm excited to tell history through her story at Six Flags Magic Mountain with Wonder Woman.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
You won't hear a show like this anywhere else. And that's probably for the best. The worst of the riot. Radio U.
Do you recall, I think we talked about this very briefly, when Starbucks unveiled their new summer menu options. that they had a new chicken sandwich they were testing out.
Yes.
I mean, they put it out for everybody.
It was released.
It was released. The chicken maple butter and egg sandwich. Now, don't go out and try to order that today because they're not going to have it.
It's gone.
It's gone.
And you're like, oh, did it sell out so quickly? Oh, yeah,
it
sure.
was so popular.
If that's what you want to say.
They debuted that. It was a couple weeks back on June 21st, actually, was the first day you could get it. And in this short amount of time, it has been pulled from stores. In fact, it was pulled, it looks like, June 27th.
Wow.
So 6 days after its launch.
Well, they said that the problem was probably first noticed by the baristas who were trying out and eating the sandwich.
Yeah, they get to
and
sample
then
it.
came the early adapters who were trying it for customers.
And so the problem, you want to say it or me?
I'll let you say it.
The problem was.
Say the nice version of it.
What do you mean?
An
What?
upset tummy. That's it.
No, you don't pull a sandwich from every store in the nation after you were so excited about putting it out for an upset tummy.
A very upset tummy, as in the D word.
An angry tummy.
The vomiting word and stomach pain, which I was trying to find out, was it because of the chicken, the maple butter, or the egg? Like,
I don't
what's
know
causing
if
it?
they've. Maple butter would never do that to anybody. It has to. Could it be the chicken? Could it be the egg?
Oh, no, they said, okay, it was tested that most people getting sick were getting food poisoning caused by raw chicken.
How is that a problem, though, across so many restaurants?
They're cooked ahead of time, I think, and then just like reheated. So if the sickness was in there from its initial batch, then maybe not even reheating would save people from its things.
So, in other words, maybe a restaurant should actually cook its food itself instead, like actually in the restaurant.
So
that's a crazy idea.
Some customers also got chicken bones, and some said that when they got their breakfast sandwiches, it'd be ice cold in the middle and then cooked on the outside, but not in the middle. So just something with the development of this chicken sandwich was causing so many people to get sick. So they said immediately stop selling it.
Wrong. Everything went wrong from the start. It's crazy. Yeah, basically, obviously not
Looks
every
good,
single
though.
person. It does, doesn't it?
It does. It's a shame. It looks good.
Which explains why we just keep going back to Taco Bell, too, because this looks good to us. You see the pictures and you're like, I can put up with a little bit of diarrhea.
No. I've never been sick from Taco Bell. Not like this.
Nah, but you get an upset tummy, though.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
Yeah.
that's most places nowadays.
Right. Exactly. And most places don't pull everything off of the menu. So
Sure.
Exactly. So Starbucks, this is a rare misstep for them. And now if you're looking for this delicious looking sandwich, I guess it's definitely, first of all, it's definitely not going to look like that when you got it anyways.
Yeah.
And it's definitely not going to look good coming out.
Well, thank you. All right. So it lasted 6 days.
Yeah.
6 days on the menu. And then Starbucks had to say no. They didn't want anybody else getting sick.
That's got to be some kind of record. But you know what? Credit to them, though,
That
for
they
just
pulled
pulling it. I think a
Well,
lot of other places
Yeah.
might have tried to ride it out.
No, but I do think it's funny because you wonder how many people have to confirm being sick
Right.
before they say, oh, well, I think something actually is wrong.
Yeah, that's right. They probably could have pulled it after 3 days if they were really
were just
attentive and
probably making
listening.
sure.
Yeah, but nope, there it goes. The chicken maple butter and egg sandwich is no longer. We hardly knew you.
We didn't even have you.
We never knew you.
This is Radio U's Worst of the Riot.
Let's say she's a 10, but she's secretly chewing on socks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's her number then?
How does that bring her down?
I don't know.
It brings her down a lot.
Quite a bit.
At least for me, it does.
Is it like a slide? You don't even want to find out why. What if she has that disorder where it starts with a P or something where you eat or just chew on weird things?
I've never heard of that.
It's like the person who like eat chalk and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that
I
person
think-
also is not a 10, unfortunately. For whoever's sitting out there.
Is it better that they're just chewing on something, or would it be worse if they were eating something? Like eating the sock?
Still depends what it is,
Yeah.
I think. Well, let's set the scene. This isn't just an abstract concept we've come up with. This is a real life situation somebody's dealing with. We have a guy on Reddit. So him and his girlfriend, they've been going out for a while. They recently they went to a family dinner, and the girlfriend's cousin brought up that and this guy, he unaware of it to this point, the girlfriend's cousin brings up during the dinner that his girlfriend used to chew on socks.
When she was a kid?
Yeah, when she was a child. And she got upset. The girlfriend gets upset. And so then, the guy's not too offended by it, but he just wants to talk about it. The girl does not want to talk about it at all. It goes on.
I see what's coming.
It goes on to one time. What does he wake up?
He wakes up about a month ago.
He wakes up to see her chewing on one of her own. It's her own sock, right?
Yeah.
Chewing on her own sock. Again, he wants to talk about it. She gets super offended that he even wants to talk about it. She's uncomfortable. And so that happened. And he tries to talk about it a time or two with her. She never wants to talk about it. She says, I'm going to start bringing up stuff you're uncomfortable talking about if you're going to keep bringing this up to me. And so at the end of the day, this guy says he's not really too upset about the sock thing, but what is he supposed to do? Because he should know. He had a good line of, if I'm kissing your mouth, I should deserve to know what's been in it or something like that.
It's been a sock.
And so that is the whole situation here. What is the play? What do you do?
Well, I guess I think he probably just wants some clarification because if he's thinking it's still going on, then
Which it clearly is.
She still chews socks.
Yeah. What's your take?
You have to talk about that. There's no way you don't. I mean, I would have to bring it up and then just get it cleared out in the air. Is she going to continue to do this forever? Is this something she's trying to work on, stop doing? Or what is the situation? There's no way I would just be okay, we just won't talk about it since you're a little bit uncomfortable and this is this weird thing you're doing. I'll just act like I never saw you do it. That would never happen.
But what if she couldn't stop? Is that okay?
If she's not even willing to talk about it, that means she's dealing with so much shame, right? That she's not even trying to stop.
The shame leads her to chew her socks.
Right, and it's a vicious cycle.
It is.
And she's never going to get help, and that means she's always going to be chewing socks, which is, if they're dirty socks, I think there's a big divide. If they're clean socks out of the washer.
They're dirty socks.
Dirty?
Yeah, they're dirty.
That's no good.
It's the one she's wearing from the day before.
No.
So that means there's something that's going on.
The taste?
Well, it could be maybe if yesterday was such a bad day, you're like, well, okay, I'm
This
chewing
is
the
my
sock.
way of conquering the day. This is her way of coping.
It is.
There's so many other ways that we can get
Yeah.
around doing things like that. But I would say if she's not willing to talk about it and she's going to continue to do it, that is a huge issue.
I agree. I feel that is more of an, the sock thing, it is kind of gross. I feel that I could find a way to, that we
Move
could find a way to
past
work
it.
things out. But the idea that she just won't even talk about it is a bigger red flag than the actual doing
Hey,
of the
listen,
sock
lady,
chewing.
you could find something else, all right? Maybe it's like a tiered approach to where it's not sock chewing,
I
but
like some
Maybe
chips or
move on
something.
to a marshmallow or something.
Yeah.
You're like, you chew on a blanket and then you move on to some, I don't know, some taffy
pillow.
or some beef jerky or something, and you just
Anything
work your
else.
way.
Dish sponge.
Preferably clean
clean one,
things.
a clean
yeah,
one,
clean
yeah.
things.
Things that haven't touched anybody's feet.
Dude, you would never be able to trust. You just look as is that a hole on your shirt? Are you chewing your shirt? What are you doing here? Oh, that's too bad. She must have something.
It is, and we're not helping by making fun of her on the show, are we?
No, we're highlighting a unique problem
Hey.
that you didn't know could be there.
If you can't laugh about it, or laughing is part of conquering it, I think. Also, quite the role reversal for a woman to be the one with the weird foot thing on the show
True.
in a relationship.
Very true.
Thanks for watching the worst of the riot. Since you made it this far, you might as well like, subscribe, and check out riot.radiou.com for even more riot.